Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Karibuni tena kwa chaneli yetu Mind Mastery Tutor. So kama kawaida yetu tunafanya hii paper sahi ya grade 8. Nimeacha grade 8 nyuma sana. So today we're going to do grade 8 paper. So kuna section A, kuna section B. Section A, question 1. Question 1 says a teacher wrote the number 18.4690 on a cardboard. What's the place value of digit 9? So, but don't forget kusubscribe the channel. Number ni ile number nimewatumia. So I'll be posting many papers as possible here on Hisab so that you can wear and par. So question 1 says a teacher wrote the number 18.4690 on a cardboard. What's the place value of digit 9? Anything ambao imepita at the decimal point is usually ending with THS, yani tenth, hundredth hizo. So ukianza na 4, this is tenth, this is hundredth. So the place value for digit 9 is thousands. So this is thousands. And now thousands, which is this. Question 2, a bus leaves Gongoni every 3 hours, while another bus leaves Malindi every 7 hours. After how many hours will they leave at the same time? How? So a bus leaves Gongoni every 3 hours, while another bus leaves Malindi every 7 hours. After how many hours will they leave at the same time? So kama kawaida yetu tunatafuta LCM here 3 7. So divide by 3 1 give 10 7, divide by 7 1. So 3 times 7, which is 21 hours. So that is your answer. So wengine watapiga 3 plus 7 way. Alright. Question 3. A motorist rides 20 kilometers in 2 hours. What is the average speed for the motorist? So speed, I show speed. So hapa ni distance, hapa ni speed, hapa ni time. So, and speed is given by distance over time. So distance yako ni 20 kilometers over the time, 2 hours. So 20 divided by 10 ni 10 kilometer per hour. Khalas. So the average speed of the motorist is 10 kilometers per hour. So repeating again. Speed is equal to distance over time. So wengine watafanya 20 times 2. Question 4. A water tank in the shape of a cuboid measures 6 meters long, 4 meters wide, and 3 meters high. What's the volume of the tank in cubic meters? Volume is given by length times width times height. So length ni 6, width ni 4, height yako ni 3. 6 times 4 24 times 3 ni 72 cubic meter. So this is your answer. Express 3/5 as a ratio. 3/5 as a ratio. So hii ni 3/5, which is just 3:5. Khalas. Swali gani hili? Question 6. Calculate the value of angle marked W. Calculate the value of angle marked W, which is this one. Sasa hii ni parallelogram. Adjacent angles in a parallelogram are usually adding up to 180 degrees. So ni 180 minus 80. So this one is adjacent to this. So 180 minus 80 ni 100 degrees. Ama ukitaka bado opposite angles ni 80 hapa. They are equal in a parallelogram. So 80 plus 80 160. Then 360 minus 180 is 180 divided by 2. This should be 90. Sorry. Minus 160, not 360 minus 160 is 200. So therefore 200 divided by 2 ni 100 degrees. So all in all yani adjacent angles, just know the adjacent angles add up to 100. So have 180 in 80, so this is 180 minus 80. Question 7. Arrange the following in a descending order: 3/5, 3/4, a half, and a third. So let me just write it here. So 3/5, 3/4, a half, and a third. So basically, if you look at this, it's very simple to know. So the LCM of 5, 4, 2, and 3 will be how much? That's the main aspect. So LCM of 5, 4, 2, and 3 might be how much? Will it be 20 divided by 2, 2, 1, 3, 5, divided by 2, 1, 1, 3, 5 divided by 3, 1, 1, 1, 5 divided by 5. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. So the LCM of all of this is 60. So therefore, you can opt to, let's say, multiply by 60 all of them. So you multiply by 60, 3 over 5 times 60. 3/5 times 60 gives you 36. 3/4 times 60 is 4 and equals 60 mara. Is it 12 times? 15 times. So 15 times 3 is 45. A half times 60 is just 30. And a third times 60 is 20. So in a descending order from the largest to the smallest, the largest being 45, which is 3/4. So this is the largest, followed by 3/5, followed by a half, then followed by a third. So 3/5, 3/4, sorry, then 3/5, 3/4, 3/5, a half, and a third, which is your answer is D. So convert negative 103 degrees Celsius into Kelvin. 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. A Q out of the negative 103 degrees Celsius, very easy. You just take negative 103 plus 273 Kelvin, which should give you around 170 degrees Celsius. So 170 degrees Celsius. So which is C. Solve for the value of x. Solve for the value of x, which is very easy. Solve for the value of x. 3x plus 2 greater or equal to 14. 2 break at the other side, negative 2. So 3x is greater or equal to 12 divided by 3. Divided by 3, x is greater or equal to 4. So your answer is C. Question 10. A ladder leans against the wall so that the foot of the ladder is 3 meters away from the wall. If the wall is 4 meters high, find the length of the ladder. So this one is 3 meters, this one is 4 meters. So it's basically in Pythagoras theorem 3, 4, 5, which is your x is 5. I don't know nifikiria nini nyingine, but you can do like a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equal to c squared. 12 plus 16, oh sorry, not 12, 3 squared, 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 plus 16 equal to c squared. 25 equal to c squared. Square root 5 equal to c. Kama wajua Pythagoras theorem ni 3, 4, 5. خلاص. Question 11. Use greater than, which is represented by that, inequality, and less than signs to compare. So negative 1, is it greater or less than? Negative 1 is greater. than negative 7, but 1 is less than 7. Ukiweka hiyo negative sign, so negative 1 becomes now greater than negative 7, because if you see the number line, okay, number line see, so starts with 0, negative 1, then goes to negative 7. This shows that negative 1 is greater than negative 7. So khalas. So this is the answer. Express 3 over 4 as a decimal. So first thing, hii 3 over 4 tayari atanajua nadhani. The answer is 3.75. Why? You can write it like this. 3 tuweke kando. 3/4, how do you express it as a decimal? 3 divided by 4. So ukiweka 0 hapa itakuwa 0.4, yaingia kwa 37 times, giving you 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. If you add 0 again, 4 goes into 25 times. So ni 0.75. So it's 3.75. But the easiest way is better to know this. Otherwise, itakupoteza. Kama hujui itapotea sana. So a half is written as 0.5. A quarter is written as 0.25. 3/4 is written as 0.75. So these are things that you should know. 1 over 5 is written as 0.2, and etc. So it should be in the back of your mind, head, medulla oblongata. Question 13. A square plot has an area of 1.44 kilometers square. Find the length of its sides. A square plot, 1.44 kilometer square. Find the length of its sides. So for you to find the length of sides, because since it is a square, area for square is given by side times side. So all area is given by s squared. Ikiwa hujui your side, you do the square root of area. So let's do the square root of 1.44. So square root of 1.44 is 144 over 100. So square root of 144 is 12, square root of 100 is 10. So the square root of 1.44 is 1.2 kilometers. But hapa kuna jibu ambalo ni in terms of kilometers. So therefore, we need to change kilometers into meters. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So here 1.2 multiply 1,000, giving you 1,200 meters, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I'm not wrong, but now I don't know why isn't there 1,200 meters. And this swali imetungwa sivyo, and nichi imetungwa sivyo, because I changed the kilometers to meters. Yeah, imetungwa sivyo. This one shouldn't be kilometer square, but most probably it should be meter square. So this one should be meter square. So ikiwa ni meter square, obviously hapa answer yako itakuwa 1.2 meters. So and that is your answer. Hizi kwa 1.2 kilometer alafu ubadilisha kwa meter, haipatikana answer pia. Question 14. The engine of a bus consumes 80 liters to cover a distance of 400 kilometers. Find the rate of consumption per liter. So you take the consumption, divide by, okay, consumption per liter. So per liter. Okay. So 400 kilometer, the distance it took 400 kilometer. It took in 80 liters. So per liter moja itachukua, it's per liter. So itachukua distance gani? Right. Find the rate of consumption per liter or per kilometer. unajua maswali haya I make sense. So hata ukifanya 400 divided by 80 should give you 5. And if you take 80 divided by 400 should give you 0.2, which is 1/5. So is it per liter? The rate of consumption per kilometer. So not per liter, is per kilometer. So yani kwa kilomita moja uta consume ngapi? Liters ngapi? So it should be like that. So for 400 kilometers you consume 80 liters. So for 1 kilometer you consume how much? You take 1 times 80 divided by 400, which gives us 1/5. So 1/5 liters per kilometer, it consumes 1/5 liters. If it's per liter, then you take 400 divided by, that's the distance that it took per liter. So calculate the perimeter of the figure below. X plus 3, x plus 2, kuja tena 2x plus 1. So perimeter is distance around the surface. So x plus 3, you add to x plus 2, add to 2x plus 1. Then collect like terms. So x plus 2x plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this one gives us 4x plus 5 plus 1 is 6. So tayari ni 4x plus 6 centimeters. Khalas. Chipira saved 400,000 shillings in a bank in the year 2024. If Chipira saved 600,000 shillings in the year 2025, and the percentage increase in his saving. Very easy. So let me just use this. So increase yake itakuwa ni ile new value minus original. Kama nataka kutafuta percentage increase ni new minus original over original multiplied by 100. So our new ni 600,000 minus our original, which was 400,000. Then divide by original, which is 400,000 times 100. 600,000 minus 400,000 ni 200,000. So 200,000 divided by 400,000 times 100 is just a half, which is 50%. So your answer hapa, answer itakuwa 50%. So your answer is 50%. You can also confirm using your calculator. 600,000 minus 400,000 divide by your original, which is 400,000 times 100 gives you 50%. So calculate the GCD of 16, 24 and 96. So GCD of 16, 24 and 96, which is also very easy. Let me use the normal one. So GCD in greatest common divisors. So 16, 24 and 96. Which are the common divisors for 16? The greatest one. So 16 need 2 divisors zake ni 4. Then you can have 6. So you can have 8. Now 16 yenyewe nyingine. Common divisor 24 ni 2, 4. Is it 8? 24, 6 yenyewe 8 and 8. By the way, kuna 3 pia. So divide by 3. So these 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 haizi, 10 pia, 12, only those, and 24. So 96, the same thing. 96 ingia kwa 2, 96 ingia kwa 3 pia. So 96 dia ingekuwa 6. Yes, ingekuwa 6. But does it go with 4? Wait a minute. 96 wise ukaingia kwa 4 pia. Okay, 4. Then it goes with 6. Does it go with 8? Yes. Does it go with 10? No. 9? No. 12? Yes. It goes with 12. And 14? No. 16? Let me see if... No, 96 divided by 16. Yes. 96 divided by 18. No. 96 divided by 20. No. 21, 22. No. 96 divided by 24. Yes. So 24. And only that from 96 divided by 26. I think that's the only ones that I can think of. Divided by 28. Let me just check. 96 divided by 32. Yes. And it still continues. Our main goal is not that. Our main goal is your common greatest divisor. A number that can divide onto 16, 24, and 96. The greatest one is just 16 is not found in the 24, so therefore your greatest common divisor is 8. 8 and 8. There's no other number. Yeah, there's no other number. So your answer should be 8. So should be 8. Okay, let's continue. Question 18. Just have more to go. The sum of two numbers is 11. If the two numbers are v and w, write a linear equation to represent this information. So it's just v plus w, the sum, the addition, which should give you 11. And then we have this question. Calculate the arc length of the figure below. Use pi to be 22/7. Answer ko weke in 2 decimal place. So the arc length, which is AB, is the arc. So arc length is given by theta over 360 2 pi r. So our theta is 60 divided by 360 times 2 times 22/7 times our radius, which is 14. So 7 goes to 14 twice. This one goes to 366 times. Divided by 2 gives you 3. Divided by 2 gives you 1. Then 22 times 2 gives you 44. 44 divided by 3 gives you 14.2 decimal place 67. Okay, 2 decimal place is this one. Mr. Rover has X cows in his farm. The number of cows is less than 8 but more than 6. Form a compound inequality to represent this the information above. So hivi zote zafaa zielekee hiyo on the other side, left side. So it's less than 8 but it's more than 6. Khalas hivyo. And x is greater than x and again 6 but less than 8. So it should be, I'm not seeing anything like that here. So x, apparently x is less than 8 but greater than 6. Okay, if you don't get something like that, most probably you will take the one that might be very similar to it, which is B. E, CO. E, obviously CO. No, he PSC. So the only option to back here choice B. So okay, with that, let's go to section B. So section B, say question 21. Use the number line to work out the following. A, -8 minus +2 minus -4. So max is 2. Then you have B, +5 plus +3. So use a number line. So for a number line. So I should be drawing a longer number line. See, so let's start. Let's say hapa ni 0, hapa ni 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and -8. You can also increase a little bit. I'm not using a ruler. So -9, -10. So -8 minus +2. So it means that nafaa niende nyuma mara mbili, 1, 2. So hii ndo minus +2 is just -2, and then minus -4. Now if there's a negative and there's a negative, it usually becomes addition. Therefore, wherever you are, you need to go 4 times forward. So only 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So your answer is -6. So -8, -2, -10 plus 4 is -6. I don't know why I used a log number line where it should be very small. So for the other one, also the same case scenario. I'm not using a ruler again. That's why you can see. But for yourself, you should be using a ruler. So sije ukasema mwalimu amechora hivi yafaa sasa sisi pia tuigize. So we have 5. Let's just use this 0. Let's say -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's say 9. So this is 4. So +5, +3 yamaisha waenda mbele mara tatu, 1, 2, 3, giving you an answer of +8. Ama write it as 8. Question 22. Solve this one. A half into bracket a quarter plus 3/12 times 3/2 divided by 6 plus to bracket 3/4 times a half. So a half into bracket a quarter plus 3/12. So 1/4 plus 3/12. 1/4 naweza nikabadilisha iwe na denominator ya 12. So by multiplying by 3. So ukaandika 3/12 instead of 1/4. So 3/12 plus 3/12 again. But what is just 3/12? So multiply by 3/2 divided by 6 plus into bracket 3/4 times a half. So deal with those in brackets. 3/12 plus 3/12 gives you 6/12. Okay, 6/12. And basically, if you take a half times 6/12, it gives you by 2, 1, by 2, 3, by 3, 1, by 3, 4. So it gives you a quarter. Sawa, tushamaliza na hiyo. Kuna bracket zingine hapa. So 3/4 times a half itakupa 3/8. And then we'll go to the division now. So divide by 6 plus 3 over 8. Division in our multiplication, because we are following a board math. Remember, we had finished with the bracket, and then we're going to the division part. So division changes to multiplication, and also it writes the reciprocal of 6. So once you've changed it to multiplication, write the 6 as the reciprocal of 6, which is 1 over 6. So a quarter times 3 over 2 times 1 over 6. It gives you around 3 over 48. 3 out of 48. 3 over 48 plus 3 over 8. Okay, then the same scenario times 6 up times 6. So 3 over 8 times the reason kwa nini na multiply na 6 ndo hiyo 8 iwe 48 as our denominator. Ndo baadaye ikiwa na same denominators you get to add only the numerators. So 3 times 6 gives you 18. So 3 over 48 plus 18 over 48 gives you 21 over 48. Can we simplify it? And I don't think so, but let's just check. Yeah, I can simplify it. Maybe divide by 3, divide by 3, 7, divide by 3, 16. So your final answer should be 7 over 16. Question 23. Teacher Johari wore a number 0.27 recurring on a blackboard. Express the number 0.27 into fraction. So we say that R is represented by 0.27 recurring, which can also write 0.2727 recurring. Then you ask yourself 10R ni ngapi? So 10R itakuwa ni ngapi? Itakuwa ni 2.72727. So recurring. Kwa vile baada decimal number zifanane na hiyo nyingine. Hii baada decimal utaona kuwa imeanza na 7272, which will be the case. So here it starts with 2727. They are not equal to each other. So let's now find for 100R. 100R will be 27.2727 recurring. So therefore we'll take R and 100R. So let's take 100R, which is 27.2727. So mona is a fanana, but the decimal also R is equal to 0.2727. So once you subtract them, gives you 99R, which is equal to 27. The decimals get out. Divide by 99. Divide by 99. So 27 divided by 99. If you simplify it by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, or divide by 9. Divide by 9 gives you 3 over 11. Therefore, our answer is just 3 over 11. Okay. Let me do this. 3 over 11. So, let's go to other question. Question 24. Grade 8 learners were asked by Mr. Ruva to round 3.46739. Is it B? B to 3 decimal places. I think it should be C or something like so. It's 6U. To 3 decimal places. Which answer did they give? So to 3 decimal places answer after the decimal point, it starts with 4. First decimal place, decimal point, second, third, and then you look at the number in front of 7, which is 3. Is it greater than 5 or less than 5? Ikiwa ni less than 5, utaacha hiyo 7 the way it is. If it is greater than 5, we'll add 1 to the 7. So therefore it is less than 5, iko chini ya 5. Therefore ile 7 utaiacha vile vile, and the other numbers will just eliminate them out. So question 25. A farmer had 66 hectare farm to be shared among his 3 sons in the ratio 1:2:3. find the size in hectare received by each of the three sons. So let's find the total ratio, which is given by 1:2:3, which is 3 plus 3, 6. So, and then let's take 66 divided by 6, which is 11 hectares. So I'll find the size in hectare received by each of the three sons. So let's start with the 1. So 11 hectares yamaanisha ni 1 share. So kama uta multiply na 1 itakupa ile first son, which is 11 hectares. Then 11 hectares multiplied by 2, ratio 2, which gives you 22 hectares. And then we have 11 hectares multiplied by 3, which gives you 33 hectares. So these are your answers. So ukitaka waweza fanya ile pia design 1 over the total ratio over 6 times 66. You get the same thing, but I'm just 1 over 6 times 66. You just get you get 11 hectares, the same thing, the same one which we did it right now. Question 26. Calculate the size of the angle marked X, which is this one. So this one, for you to get X, you just add the opposite angles inside that triangle, which include this one. This usually also opposite. But now let's just add 48 plus 58. It talks about exterior angle. So 48 plus 58 gives us how much? 106. And 180 minus 106. So X tayari tunapata ni 106. What am I searching for? So hii ni 106. Another way labda tufanye, but bado itakupa the same thing. You can, after adding utapata 106. Uweza chukua 180 minus 106 ndo ikupe hii hapa. So 180 minus hii answer itakupa 74. And angles in a straight line again add up to 180. So 74 ukiadd na ile exterior yafaa ikupe 180. So tena utachukua 180 minus 674, which is 106. So why the long struggle when you can just do this? 48 plus 58 equal to 164. 48 plus 58 gives you 106. Question 27. Daniel had 96 chicken in his farm. He sold 36 chicken. Find the percentage of the chicken that he sold. So you just take 36 over the number of chickens sold over the original multiplied by 100 to give you how much? 36 divided by 96 times 100 gives you 37.5%. So we just take sales over original chickens multiplied by 100, and this is your answer. 3 men take 6 days to plow a field. Find the number of days it will take 9 men working at the same rate to plow the same field. So kuna men na kuna days. So 3 men take 6 days. Now as you said, what about 9 men? Very easy. So utajibu vipi? So mwanzo above the question mark andika 6, then andika multiplication sign. Now if 3 men can take 6 days, how about 9 men? Will they take more days or less days? Obviously they'll take less days. Okay, kwa sababu ni wako wengi, so watamaliza hiyo kazi in lesser time. So utachukua ile lesser, which is 3, divided by more. So between this and this, you choose this over this. So by 3, 1 by 3, 3 by 3, 1 by 3, 2, giving you 2 days. So question 29. Express the following into a single fraction, which is the 1. So which is basically easy. So hii kutafuta ni rahisi. LCM ya 2 na 3 ni 6. Kama unataka confirm, ahlan wa sahlan. Divide by 2, 1, then divide by 3, 1, 2 times 3 ni 6. So, and then usually the easiest way ni hii hapa 3 you multiply by the algebra which is on the left side, and hii 2 you will multiply by here. So itakuwa 2 3 into bracket y minus 1 plus 2 times x plus 2. Waweza kutumia ile njia ndefu ukasema 6 divided by 2 itakuwa 3, then 3 times ile numerator which is also the same. So 3 to bracket y minus 1, so itakuwa 3y minus 3 plus 2x plus 4 divided by 6 minus 3 plus 4. How much does it give you? It gives you 1, so itakuwa 3y plus 2x plus 1 divided by 6. Simple as that. So the other question is p over q plus 3 over q. 2 over p plus 3 over q. LCM ya p na q ni pq. So if you have different letters, so usually the LCM is just the product of those two. So hata ukitafuta LCM using this method, divide by p itapakia na q, then divide by q itapakia na so itakuwa p times q which is pq. So pq ni eb. So LCM ni pq. Again the same thing, q utamultiply na hapa, na hii p utamultiply na hapa. So 2 itakuwa 2 times pq which is 2q plus 6 times p which is 6p. And that's your answer. Question 30. Use the highest common factor to simplify. So the highest common factor of 7x and 7y is just 7, which gives you x minus y, because 7 goes to 7x and also goes to 7y. Yeah. Then tuingia hapa px minus py, the highest common factor ni p kwa sababu yapatikana kwa p na yapatikana kwa x na yapatikana kwa y. So p into bracket x minus y. So this one and this one cancels out, so tabakia na 7 divided by p. So then question 31, given a equal to 2, a equal to 2, b equal to 3 and c equal to 4, and c equal to 4, evaluate 2a times b plus c. So 2 times a, which is 2 times a, into bracket b plus c, which is 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4 yakupa 7. This one should be this way. So 2 times 2 ni 4. 4 times 7 ni 28. So ni 28. Question 32. Solve the simultaneous equation using elimination method. Okay, question 32. Solve the simultaneous equations using elimination method. So ni 5x plus 2y equal to 18, and you have x plus 2y equal to 2. Now the simplest way to eliminate waona, ikiwa the letters have the same coefficient, then it becomes easy to eliminate. So kuna letter hapa yani yafanana na equation ya pili. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So let me just write them down here. Let me just do this. So ukiona 2y na 2y zafanana na zote ziko na same signs, positive positive. So if you want to eliminate them, you just use same signs, subtract. So you subtract, don't eliminate 2y. But you won't eliminate the x one. So 5x minus x ni 4x. 18 minus 2 ni 16. So what is 4x? Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Therefore x is equal to 4. Bado tujapata y. Chukua any of the equation. Let me check x plus 2y equal to 2, the second equation, which is equal to 2. pale ambapo kuna x uta substitute 4, so 4 plus 2y equal to 2. 4 peleka the other side itakuwa ni negative, so 2 negative 4 which is negative 2 divide by 2, y is therefore negative 1. So if x is equal to 4, y is equal to negative 1. So waweza ukasubstitute kwenye equation, or any of the equation it can fit in quite properly. Sawa, nadhani tuende kwa question 33. Find the circumference of the following circles. Use pi to be 22/7. So circumference is given by pi d or 2 pi r. Ikiwa umpewa diameter ni pi d, ikiwa umpewa radius ni 2 pi r. So for question A ni pi d, so ni 22/7 times diameter which is 21. Diameter yako ni 21 cm. So by 7 by 7 Ukiniuliza diameter nini? Diameter ni ile line ambayo yakata hiyo circle nusu kwa nusu from one point of the circumference to another point, to the other point of the circumference. So 22 times 3 is 66 centimeter. So that is our circumference. For the other one, umepewa radius. Radius ni half of the diameter. So it use 2 pi r. So 2 times 22/7 times 14. And it gives you 7172. 22 times 2 ni 44. 44 times 2 ni 88 centimeters. Ona rahisi sana. Let me just write 88. Sio kaona ni 80 ama 86. Question 34. A number n is formed by writing prime numbers between 0 and 10 in ascending order. Ascending order yamaanisha from small to largest. So what is the number n formed? Sawa. So by writing prime numbers, let's write first the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Numbers between numbers ni hizo tu. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mpaka 9. Those are the in between the numbers. So if you look at what your prime numbers are, 1 is not a prime number, because a prime number is anything that has 2 factors. As in, it can divide by itself and 1. So waweza kudivide na namba mbili peke yake, itself and 1. If you look at 1, they can divide by itself. It doesn't have any other 2 factors. So 2 can divide by 2 and 1. Therefore, this one is a prime number. 3 is also a prime number, divided by 3 and 1. 4 is not. 6 also is not. Even numbers are not, apart from 2. 8, this one also. So you just remain with 5, 7. So this and this are prime numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9 is not a prime number because you can divide by 3, also itself, and also by 1. So 2, 3, 5, 7, ascending order from the smallest to the largest. Therefore, number n is 2, 3, 5, 7, 2357. Question B. Calculate the difference between the total value of digit 2 and the total value of digit 5 in A above. So the total value of digit 2. Now 2 iko kwa place value ya thousands. So therefore, ukichukua 2 times 1000 itakupa 2000. So, na 5 iko kwa place value ya tens. Therefore, ukichukua 5 times 10 yakupa 50. So 2000 minus 50 ni 1950. So the difference is this one. Question 35. Express 43.34769 to 4 significant figure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 significant figure unaanza kutoka hapa. So 1 significant, 2nd significant, 3rd, and 4th. Mbele ya 4 is 7. And therefore, what do you do to the 4? You add 1 because 7 is greater than 5. If it's less than 5, you just leave the 4 the way it is. So when you add 1, it gives you 5. So your final answer should be 43.35. Any numbers that are in front of 4, 7, 6, 9, you just put them out because they Even if you write 0 0, it won't make any difference because of the decimals. So this is your accurate answer. Okay, question 36. Work out the next number in the sequences below. So 1, 3, 9, 27, 81, comma, dash. So now, for you to get 1, what did you do to 1? 1 squared. Okay, 1 times 1. 3. Okay, you can say also 1 plus 2, but let's just plus 6. But if I look at it, okay, let me just confirm. 9 minus 3 is 6, 27 minus 3 is 24. Okay. No, okay, I've seen the solution now. For you to get 3, you multiply by 3. For you to get 9, you multiply by 3. You also multiply by 3 here. And for you to get 81, you also multiply by 3. So it means the next number that you need to search, you multiply, you take 81 multiply by 3 to get that number. So 81 times 3, which is 243. So your answer here is 243. For the second one, it's very easy. If you look at the denominators, 1 over 4, 1 over 9, 1 over 16, 1 over 25, 1 over 36, 1 over 49, these are square numbers. So 2 squares gives you 4, 3 squared 9, 4 squared 16, 5 squared 25, 6 squared 36, 7 squared 49. It means the other number will be 8 squared. So it's 1 over 8 squared, which is 1 over 64. So question 37. Test whether 895,136 is divisible by 11. Now, how do you know a number is divisible by 11? If and you've been told to show your workings, and you need to show it. So this is not the working. Mind you, don't do this type of working. This one will be 0 marks. So you don't show if that number is, you've been told to test. So by dividing it by 11, you're not testing, you're finding the solution to that problem. So a number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the alternating digits is either 0 or a multiple of 11 or 11 itself. So if you look at the alternating digits, which is 8, 5, 3, so you take 8 plus 5 plus 3, and then you have 9, 1, and 6. 9, 1, and 6, so 9 plus 1 plus 6. So 8 plus 5 plus 3, it gives you 16, minus 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 10 plus 6 is 16. So it gives you 0. So since the solution to that problem gives you 0, it is divisible by 11. Okay. So either it gives you 0 or 11 or a multiple of 11. Question 38. Express 0.0981 into standard form. Tulisema that any number that is less than 1, usually ile 10, ile times 10, power yake is usually negative. So first, let's write the number in standard form, which should be 9.81. Always is expressed in terms of unit numbers. So 1, 2, 3, lazima iandikwe hivyo, then times 10 power negative. But now you ask yourself, hii ni 9.81. You ask with the respect of 9.81, in 9.81 ndo wataka kuibadilisha iwe hivi. So looking at the decimal, how many times do you need to go for you to get 0.98? So 0.0981. You need to go backwards or forward. So for this one, you need to go backwards. How many times? 1, 2. Only 2 times. So it should be 10 raised to power negative 2. Again, let me just write it here so that you don't complain that I haven't written down the answer. Okay. Question B. Use mathematical table to calculate the squares of the number 0.0981 in above. so 0.0981 square. So first write it in standard form, which is written as 9.81 times 10 to the power of -2, and remember there's a square there. Okay, if you take 10 power -2, if you power it by 2, it becomes 10 power -4. For the rule of indices, umeambiwa that's a power b, and if there's another power you just multiply those power. So hapo kulikuwa na -2 na nje kulikuwa na 2, so you multiply the powers to get one final answer, final power. So and then we find the square of 9.81. so waje hapo kwa full figure table, square of 9.81. but let me confirm, is this the square table? Yeah. So 9.81 square yake ni 96.24. So this is 9.80, 9.81, 96.24. So the square of 9.81 is 96.24. Okay. Now, okay. So if you multiply by 10 to the power of -4, the decimal will go backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, and therefore your answer will be 0.009624. So that is your final answer. Sawa paka hapo. Nadhani tuko chonjo. Haya, tuendelee. Question 39. Determine the value of angles marked X and Y. The same thing. Tulisoma nadhani. Sasa iko hii paper. So this is 40 degrees. So usually angles in a straight line add up to 180. So if this is 40 and this whole angle, which is a straight line, should add up to 180. So therefore for you to get Y, you take 180 minus 40 and it gives you 140 degrees. So the value for angles marked Y is 140 degrees. And now we already said anything that makes a Z shaped, so for which I'm seeing a Z shape here. So this angle is alternate to this angle. Okay, I'm repeating again so that you don't get confused. This angle is alternating to this angle. So therefore this one becomes 40 degrees. How do you know if the angles are alternating? Just create the Z shape and this angle should be equal to this angle. Okay, another way of doing that, in case you don't see the Z shape, what we can say is that 40 degrees is usually on the left down side. Okay, so it means the opposite of it, which is on the right top side, is your alternating angle. So this is 40 degrees. Okay, using a ruler, a pair of compass, and a protractor, draw angle of 120 degrees on the line drawn below. Again, it's not enough. Don't know why. So draw an angle on the 120 degrees. The space is not enough, but in case, okay, you've been told to draw, first you need to extend. You either start from drawing A or B. For now, let me just show you. So you start by drawing a straight line from B. I want to start from drawing to draw from B. After drawing a straight line that extends outside that given line, you now put your divider here, and using a pair of compass, you create an arc. You create an arc that cuts this line. Okay. Now put your compass here now. After putting it here, and now you cut an arc here, and you cut an arc here. So this one is usually your 120 degrees. And that's this just an example. So let me just show you again. You draw a straight line outside that given line, and then you draw an arc. That cuts. This is the arc, and then from here you draw from here, that is this point, you draw another arc that cuts this one. Therefore this one, you draw after that you draw a straight line. So therefore this one is your 120 degrees. خلاص. You can opt to draw up, it's up to you. For question 41, the table below shows the ages of grade 8 learners of 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐻𝐈𝐍 Comprehensive School. 14 years we have 20, 15 years 16, 16 years 2, 12 years 8, 11 years 3. Present the above information in a frequency table. Now again, they didn't give us any space. This is usually sometimes headache, but all in all, a frequency table is a table that shows fx and the x. Okay, so this is the f, this is the x, and this one is usually the f, and then you draw fx. So maybe I can draw fx here. So by drawing fx, you taking but there's no fx if I'm not wrong. Is the fx? I don't see fx in a frequency. 14 years 20. Don't see fx. Present the above information in a frequency tables. I think that's all, unless there's something you can write. Maybe write 11 to 14, but it can't be possible. But now I think they're getting confused every time. And then how do you present this in a frequency table when itself is a frequency table? But this is x, this is already x, this is f, this is your f. Even if you try to draw a tally, you can also decide to draw a tally, which is like this: 1 2 3 4, that's 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5, that's 15. 1 2 3 4 5, that's 20. Now the 16 also the same thing: 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and just 1. The 2 just like this. The 8, 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3, and the 3 just like this. So that's how you draw a tally table. But now when you tell me, I don't know, present the above information in a frequency table, and it's already written in a frequency table, so I think they just wanted to see if you can draw a tally table as well. For question 42, calculate the area of these shapes. Use pi to be 22/7. So area is given by pi r squared. So for this, this one is not a full circle, so it's a quarter. Okay, and from it you see that this is 90. Then if you take 90 divided by 360, it gives you a quarter. So it's a quarter circle. So your area should be given by a quarter pi r squared. For area of how do you call it, quarter circle. There's semi and there's a quarter circle, but it has its own definition. Okay. Okay, let's continue. A quarter times 22/7 times 14 times 14. So by 7 1, by 7 2, by 2 2, by 2 1, by 2 1, by 2 7, and 22 times 7 gives you 154 square centimeters. For this one, this is a semicircle. So area of a semicircle is given by a half by r squared. So a half times 22/7 times r squared. Now this is your diameter. Our radius is diameter over 2, so which is 28 divided by 2, which should be 14 centimeter. So times 14 times 14 by 7 1, again by 7 2, by 2 1, by 2 1. So 22 times 14. What does it give you? Let me think using my mind. Okay, the area should give you 308 square centimeters. Hopefully that answers your question. Question 43. A matatu left Gede at 8 a.m. and traveled Malindi town. If the matatu arrived in Malindi at 8:39 a.m., how long did it take to reach Malindi town in seconds? Okay, in seconds. So from 8 a.m. to 8:39 a.m., how many minutes has passed? It's just 39 minutes. Okay, you can take 8:39 minus 8, but it's 39 minutes that has passed. For every minute that you use, you're basically taking 60 seconds. Utatumia 60 seconds katika dakika moja. So what about 39 minutes? Therefore you will take 39 times 60 over 1, giving you 2,340 seconds. A lot of seconds. Okay, let me just do this. Now for the last question, not the last question, pardon me, but let me just give space. For question 44, it says use mathematical tables to find the square root of 9,840. Now for this type of question, even if you start to write like this, if you write it in standard form, 9.814 times 10 raised to power 3. Now there's no square root of 10 power 3. There's no square root of 1,000. So therefore, you won't write in standard form for this question, but you write another way of standard form. A number which can be found on the 4-figure table. And therefore, the 4-figure table ranges from 0 to 100. So basically, it's better to write 98.14 times 10 raised to power 2. Now you can find the square root of 10 power 2. The square root of 98.14 times the square root of 10 power 2, which is 100. So this one is times 10. And what's the square root of 98.14? So let's come here. It's a long table. So 98.14. So this is 98.1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore, you'll be taking 9.9045 add 30 to it. So it should give you 9.9075. So the square root of that is 9.9075. Yeah, 9.9075. So if you multiply to 10, it gives you 99.075. Okay, you can opt to use your calculator but now this question is very specific. You should use a mathematical table. So let me confirm. Yes, 99 point. Now the saddest thing is that if you use a calculator, it won't give you the accurate answer. It gives you just an approximation to the answer that you got from a mathematical table. So be keen. So I would use a calculator to find the answer for question 44. Then you're wrong. The question 45, the last question. The interior angles of a triangle are 2x plus 10, 3x plus 20, and x plus 30. Write and simplify an expression of the sum of the interior angles of the triangles. So basically just adding all of these expressions, right? So 2x plus 10 plus 3x plus 20 plus x plus 3, 30. How much does it give you? 2x, 3x, 5x, 6x. And then you have 10, you have 20, you have 30. It should give you 60. So that is your answer, 6x plus 60. So therefore, don't forget again to subscribe to the channel, give a comment, give a like, give a recommendation. Also, you can also tend to correct me on any mistake that I might have done. I'm just a human being, and a human being is to error. Okay, I shouldn't be doing errors every time and then. I know that. But in case you have any queries, you can text me and I'll help you. I will always help you. Okay, I'm not that stingy, so I'll just say assalamu alaikum, and also I'll drop other videos in case you want them on this end of the lesson. You might find a playlist which you should obviously you should at least get to study from it, or I'll leave a link on the description. Okay, so with that I'll say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.